Welcome back, hunters and survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where, as you can sort of see on my back, let me turn around for you, we got the Kuropeko heavy bowgun. Now, I can't really zoom in the village here. Oh, and the mask beside me is just the new one that we unlocked for Cha-Cha there, we won't use, but yeah, so this is the Kuropeko heavy bowgun. The best part about this bowgun is when it's actually out in the field. So what we're going to do today is going to do another couple of monsters, but this week it's going to be going up against the Great Wrog-N and then the Royal Wrog-N-Roth. Now, the Great Wrog-N is a very easy monster. It's basically take the Great Jaggy, but give it poisonous. But I still love the design to it. It's just really nice and unique. Okay, so we'll start with the Toxic Troublemaker. Head out and take down the Great Wrog-N. Everything's looking good. You guys are probably going to have... It might be a little difficult, but we'll try to make sure you guys can see why I love the Kuropeko heavy bowgun so much. We'll load it up and listen. That's right, it honks. Every shot has a little honk noise that it kind of uses for its shots. And all of the heavy bowguns have, I think majority of them have kind of unique sound effects to them. I may be mistaken, but I do know the Kuropeko's is a pretty unique one where you get the honk for what it uses. It's just such a good little thing. Oh, and these are actually an introduction to the Great Wrog-N. These little guys are called, well, just Wrog-N. W-R-O-G-G-I. Think of them basically like a salamander Jaggy in a way. Because they got almost like this... I don't want to say tiger striping. It's like a... almost like tiger spots. No. Basically, if you've seen things like the poison dart frogs of the Amazon, it kind of reminds me of that. It's just that they're orange and black for... well, I guess orange and darker orange for coloration, but... I just love the little honk, the little beep that it does every shot. It just is a little bit of what makes Monster Hunter so fun. It's that little bit of humor and playfulness to it. But yeah, we'll go quickly hunt down the Great Wrog-N and then show off the Royal Wrog-N-Roth in actually what is... I don't think it's really too different from how we fought him in, like, the future incarnations. But the fact that he has the water stage now, or has access to the water area, does make quite a difference. I just love, it's like basically beeping a vehicle horn. I want to get these guys farmed up a little bit, or get some extra material, because I want to see what the armor set is going to take and what the stats are. Like, the Great Wrog-N set is... it's basically like Cowboy. It's Western themed for the look of it, and I think it was it played mostly to the poison that the Great Wrog-N uses. Now, granted, as a bowgun, we might not have a lot of poison will do, but I think it'd still be cool to be able to show off another armor set. And, like, the Wrog-N probably doesn't even have more, maybe only a little bit more health than the Great Jaggy. If that, but nope. Okay, we got a bit of a deviation to the right on the bowgun, so we may have to compensate for that a little bit with normal shots. But yeah, that's a Wrog-N hide. Reveals a bright orange sheen when tanned, suitable for crafting, a scale. Unusual hue is designed to warn predators. The Wrog-N are poisonous. And it's going to be the next area where we're going to get the little intro cutscene for the Great Wrog-N. Every large monster, I think aside from subspecies, will have their own little intro sequence. Which is another thing that, well, World brought back, which I do enjoy, is World, I think for the most part, gave every monster a little bit of an introduction. Yeah, so there's the Great Wrog-N. And I do really like that it's like these great versions of the drones that they kind of keep some of the starter monsters have the status effects to them. Like, the Great Wroggy is a pretty early on monster you'll encounter where if you want to build or try using poison in your builds, you have free access to it, really. Or you have easy access. I mean, well, then again, Puke from Monster Hunter World and Iceborne does, or well, just World, does give you access to poison pretty early on, too. I think it's just such an improvement over the Iodrome. And I do think he is an improvement over the Iodrome. All the greats are pretty much better versions of what the drones were for Gens 1 and 2. Actually, I kind of like that the heavy bowgun has such a nice amount of ammo to it to use for pellet, too. So used to light bowguns, like, you're lucky if you get 5 shots of a type of ammo, and even then, it's usually just, like, low-level Pierce 1, or Spread 1, or I guess it's pellet back in these days. Now, what I want to try to do is break the poison sac on its head, because another version of why the... I think it's mostly the Great Wroggy where you really see the effect of what happens with it broken. But, like, you really will notice a difference if I can break that soon. Pellet should be our best bet in doing that. At least I thought it would have been. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you can see there are a lot of holes in that little sac around its neck. That's where it stores most of its poison. And when it's going to go to attack, you can see that just comes out as like one little puff instead of that cloud that lingers. And I'm probably mistaken, but I feel like this is the first monster where it really teaches you that part breaks can make the hunt a lot easier if you do try for them. Ooh, dodge that. Out of the way of that. Nope. A little too slow on that one, though. And, you know... Oh, actually, this one has Crouching Fire or Spread 1. Or Pellet 1. Ow. Should have known that was coming. Ooh, dodge that. And I'm going to go and carve up that Wroggy again, because, I mean, it's free materials. Oh, and he's low on stamina, so that will probably give us a lot of openings. And you can see I'm actually... Oh, well, I was working with the deviation there, where I was actually getting shots going a little bit to the right, so you just aim to the left. But that was the Great Wroggy. I do like him as a very early monster. It's one I can understand why he might not come back, though, because, I mean, it can be a little forgettable once you've done him once. I think his biggest draw is actually the armor set that he can give you, just for the looks of it. And just honk that one down, so we can get another carb. There we go. Yeah, so that'll give us a nice little variety. Oh, we did get a Great Wroggy brace. Sturdy brace from the wrist, jammed with bits of scales, shells, and claws. So that should let us make the entire armor, and it does have a very Western feel to it once we actually, like, show off the head and some of the pieces. I think it's mostly for, like, poison stuff, so we don't have a heavy bowgun that'll give us access to that. We probably won't use or try going for it that much. Yeah, great Roggy hide, brace hide. Just some nice little bits in there. Open up and say, ARG! And we'll just save there. Okay, so let's take a look at that armor. Oh, yeah, I can also show you guys the Kuropeko stuff, where you can really see the influence that I was talking about, like Native American styling. And then there's the Nahabra stuff. Oh, we don't actually have... Oh, I thought we would have had the Roggy head unlocked. But yeah, here's the Great Roggy for, like, the Blade Master chest and the Gunner chest. Very, like, Gunslinger Wild West kind of feel to it. Just want to see what it gives. Oh! It gives normal up! I think I actually may have to try building that. Like, what does Team Player do? That might actually not be bad to get on Cha-Cha or that. But yeah, I might have to actually try building the Roggy stuff. I was like, I do like the sort of Western feel it has to it. Oh, and then we got, right, that. I mean, yeah, you can really tell the Western influence when you have a pair of basic revolvers with... I mean, it looks like they're revolvers with bayonets attached to them. But anyway, that was the first half of our episode, and 1 out of 2 monsters we're going to be hunting. So now what we're going to do is restock on ammo. Oh, I can actually get level 3. I don't really have the funds to afford it, so I'm not going to, though. And now we're going to go after the Royal Wrog-N-Roth. We'll do Fire Starter. I think that gives you a bonus to fire damage. Maybe mistaken, but I'll check the status just in case. Oh, we only got Hurler. Okay, so. Okay, let me see. That's all good. We just gotta put some stuff away. But then we should be all set to try taking down the Royal Wrog-N-Roth. Now, the Royal Wrog-N-Roth is actually, I'm a little surprised how frequently he has appeared in, like, subsequent games. I don't know if it's just because he has, like, such a, like, standout almost feature to him, or that he's a good... Oh, the fleet captain. Okay, this is for, again, getting the new hunting fleet boat. The Gaiacris scuttled our hunting boat, and now we need parts from our Royal Wrog-N-Roth to get her ship shape. We just want to make Mocha Village prosperous again. It's our duty as local heroes. Yeah, so we'll head out to the Flooded Forest to get this one. What was I going to say? Yeah, Royal Wrog-N-Roth, he's surprisingly carried forward a lot more than I thought he would have. Like, I'm trying to think of... He's back in Generations and Generations Ultimate. I don't know if he was in... No, I don't think he was in... Maybe he was in 4 Ultimate? No. No, See, I don't know if he actually was in 4 Ultimate or not. I feel like the armor set might have been, but I don't know for sure. Was there an early water monster? I don't think so. Anyway, though, like, Royal Wrog-N-Roth has continued. I actually wouldn't be too surprised if we see him come back in Monster Hunter Rise, because, like, the terrains and environments he's been in actually seem to fit and line up with what the... Well, Rise's starter or first area looks like a bit. Like the river valleys and stuff like that. So here are all the little Wrog-N-Roths. And there's the big papa. Yeah, underwater they get this neat eye shine, a lot of the monsters to them. But once they're out and on land, it's just back to normal. Although, not sure why they decided to make him sound like almost like an eagle is the way I would say it. Okay, yeah, so we'll take care of those. Oop, dodge out of the way of that. I'm going to try some carving a little bit. Now, this is probably where we're also going to use flaming ammo for the first time, because Wrog-N-Roth is weak to thunder and fire. So Kuropecco's gear is very good for using to go up against him. Oh, shoot, meant to dodge out of the way more. Oh, although we only do have the 3 rounds of ammo it gives us per clip. Nice. There's the crest broken, so we still can break the sponge. Or the main. Yeah, I thought he'd be doing one of those lunging rolls. Nope. Ow. Got hit by the water glob there. Yeah, let's just take care of those 2 Ludroths there. Kinda surprised how sturdy that main is. Another roll? Yep, another roll and tackle. Ooh! Gotta remember to try to be on the other side of him when he does that. That tail will still count. I'm really surprised how strong the main is. There we go, now we can unload into him. Okay, and we'll switch over to... How about Pellet 2 from here? I think that should be good. Oh. That's right. Waddle away, you coward. We're going to come after you. Oh, and we do have poison knives we can use too. So let's go quickly follow up and try to get him. I think poison will really do a lot on the early monsters here. There we go. He's poisoned up, so that'll be some extra damage ticking away on him. I don't think I'm not even sure what I'd call that. I guess the gun bash is as powerful in the old games as it is in World and Iceborne. Oh, there we go. Royalty dethroned. And then the Royal Ludroth gives, I think it's mostly like actually a good set for if you want to use a bow or the bow. Because I think it has a lot of stamina effects for like what the armor gives you. But I think I will try making the Great Wroggy in my spare time. Both to show off the full set as a gunner and also because I want that normal up. I'm surprised that there are some of these really good skills this early on in 3 Ultimate. I was a little bit more of a novice my first go around, so I didn't really have the appreciation for some of the skills that I do now. Let's just see about kicking back, waiting for the timer to go up. Oh, there you go. But that was the Royal Wrog-N-Roth and the Great Wroggy. A pair of pretty good monsters. The Wroggy is a little bit more forgettable. I think he'd be maybe a little better off if you fight him a little earlier. Like, put him maybe before Kuropeko? Main contender. Just so that way you have access to the status effects a little earlier, and you have a bit more variety when it comes to, like, elements and statuses you can try building stuff early on to experiment with. So that is 2 of the hunt. I think it's 3 ships total. So that's 2 out of 3 built back. Kudos, kid, you really came through for us. A boat's just a bunch of planks, but symbolizes so much more. The larger hunting fleet will keep us going for now, so you focus on guild quests and training for the Logiacris. Or Logiacris. Still don't know the pronunciation, my apologies. I'll make sure the first villager to spot the beast goes straight to you with the news. Oh, speaking of news, the sweetheart at the quest counter wants to talk to you. Something about a new kind of monster. Yeah, I thought you'd like that, kid. I think I may know what it is, but I also am not entirely sure. Wow, hun, you really came through for us. I'd hug you if I wasn't covered in fish guts. Now that we've got a second boat in the hunting fleet, you can dispatch the boys to 2 places at once. I'll tell you, hun, the village was in a bad spot, but since you got here, things are really looking up. You're a champ. What can you... Okay, well, we don't really have... I suppose we could... Oh, no, we... you know what, maybe what we'll do is send you out with the fish finder. Yeah, we'll do Moga Shallows. And we don't have the points for anything else. No, actually we do. So what the hell, we'll send them out there too. Oh, the chief's son. Ah, there you are, Hunter. Good timing. There's something I have to tell you. I was out patrolling Moga Woods when I spotted a Royal Wrog-N-Roth. That's a new one for these parts. I don't know if it's on account of the earthquake or what, but the food chain of the entire forest is out of whack. That means you may start running into Royal Wrog-N-Roth when you enter the woods, even if you haven't accepted a quest. Steer yourself warned and check the Moga forecast regularly. Every bit of preparation helps. Yeah, so that's the little bit of the free roam sort of... Oh, another thing from him. There you are. Breaking news from new request. Farm Hunter the Farm. Going to majorly improve the insect box so we can breed more bugs. Believe it. I told you this was huge news. Just bring the resource materials and we'll do the rest. I can't wait. Made a list of everything we need. I know you're busy hunting, but we're talking about serious bug business here. I would, but I do not have the points whatsoever for things like that. So, can't really do anything about those. The sweetheart, though, had something to mention. Welcome back. Good to see you again. You sure showed that Royal Wrog-N-Roth who's boss. Hunting fleet is already sprung to work, and it's all thanks to you, Hunter Cheeks. The guild's taken notice too. Bet they'll be sending more requests to hunt large monsters. Just watch. Oh, and get this. You become super popular in the city. There are even plans to turn you into an action figure. Not a good one, right? Now, let's see you up with your next hunt. It's a large monster wandering the sandy plains. Oh, one of my favorite early tier monsters. Not the one I thought we would see, but now that I kind of get the sandy plains, I know exactly who it is. Baroth. What kind of monster is a Baroth, you ask? Well, according to my recently revised notebook, Baroth. Brute wyvern living in the sandy plains. Specifics are unknown. Oh, wow. You're not disheartened from that less than helpful description, are you? You expected it not to be helpful? Urgh, no pulling wool over your eyes. I'll fool you yet, Hunter. Yeah, so then we've got Royal Pain to capture one, and a Baroth there. But I just want to take a quick look at the armor before we end the episode off, and see what the Royal Wrog-N-Roth stuff is for. Oh, there we go. Heat resistant, stamina, water attack, oxygen. Nothing super good for the heavy bowgun. I mean, it's probably not bad as a Blade Master because you'll have the water stuff quick, and, well, I mean, if I was using the light bowgun, I would have, water rapid fire right there. But I'm not, though, so can't really do anything with that, and nothing else really here. So yeah, instead of the Royal Wrog-N-Roth armor, I'll probably make the Great Wroggy. But if you guys do, again, have any armors you'd like to see or be showcased, you just leave a comment and I'll see about farming them in my spare time for the next episode to come along to be able to include that. But for now, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. If you do like the series, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, tricks, feedback, or armor requests, leave them right down below in the comments. I try to respond as soon as I can to you guys. Until I catch you all next episode, though, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.